last stop before WrestleMania. So I'm gonna go down the card as it's set so far. Let me see here. And there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 matches confirmed for Fastlane, with a couple of matches. Probably we'll get 1 or 2 maybe confirmed on SmackDown. Plus we'll get a pre-show match, I'm sure. But what we'll do is we'll just go through the matches that we know are confirmed based on what happened on Monday Night Raw. So yeah, we'll do what we normally do. So let's start with the first match that's been confirmed. That is Shane McMahon versus Braun Strowman. As you have undoubtedly have been ignoring, Shane McMahon and Braun Strowman have been feuding over Shane McMahon thinking that Braun Strowman is a big dumb stupid boy. For some reason, Shane McMahon thinks that the Monster of Men is a good target to bully, and also we're supposed to buy that he can bully Braun Strowman. But anyway, on Monday night, he beat the hell out of Braun Strowman, put him through a table, and then slimed him. Because, Shane McMahon is the best wrestler in the world. Shane McMahon versus Braun Strowman. James, who do you got?
Strowman. I mean, it's got to be Strowman. Shane McMahon is what? 5'11", barely 6 foot, right?
Yeah.
Right. Strowman is what? 7 foot almost.
Yeah.
Strowman's basically. This is basically the Mountain from Game of Thrones versus
Shane McMahon.
Flowers.
This is the guy who used to flip over ambulances and tractor trailers.
Yeah. He should snap him like a toothpick.
And he's getting slimed by Shane McMahon.
So
after getting knocked out by Shane McMahon, after getting put through a table by Shane McMahon. Who you pick?
Strowman.
Okay. Alex?
I'm sorry. I just want to address the fact that James's initial reaction just completely broke me for a second. Gosh.
Stop corpsing.
Okay. Now here's the thing.
We gotta use that. That should be the next. That should be the next. Our
maybe.
Smarties or something.
Maybe. Okay. Here's my question. Who do you think is gonna try to get involved to help Shane McMahon so he does not get destroyed by Braun Strowman? Because I feel like that's the only way.
Keith Lee.
Because that's the only.
Keith Lee.
Hurt business.
Because
that'd be a great way for Keith Lee to come back.
That's the only way I see Shane McMahon winning this match.
Retribution.
There we go. There's our one retribution mentioned for the week.
Got our one retribution.
It's gonna be retribution, isn't it?
We got our one. Okay. No, I gotta go with Strowman. Come on.
Retribution is one. He's got a championship. So,
guys, I need to remind you that Shane McMahon is the best professional wrestler in the world today.
Right now.
He won a tournament.
Oh, don't bring that back.
Don't you put that on me.
No. I thought
he won that tournament. He is the best professional wrestler in the world today. I am picking Shane McMahon because he is absolutely winning this match. And I really think Retribution might actually help him do it.
It'd be the most exciting thing they've done in a while.
If I had a choice, honestly with you, I would have Keith Lee. If you want to bring Keith Lee back as a heel, have him come out and destroy.
But no one's going to cheer for him or cheer for Braun over Keith Lee, so they're not going to do that. Keith Lee seems to be actually sick right now.
Yeah, I know.
So I don't think he's coming back on Sunday.
If you were thinking of somebody to make an impact and it's somebody new, mean, and there was somebody new.
Maybe he brings back Dabba-Kato.
Yeah, Dabba-Kato.
That was Shane McMahon.
That would actually.
Either way,
work.
I'm picking Shane McMahon.
That would.
I am confident he's winning.
Call out and Dabba-Kato come down and help take him out because Dabba-Kato is big enough, and they can start that Strowman Dabba-Kato match
because I am confident they're going to do a rematch at WrestleMania, and they won't do a rematch if Braun Strowman wins. All right, next match because I don't want to talk this anymore. All right, so the next match is Randy Orton versus Alexa Bliss.
Say that again.
I think this is like a play.
Say that again.
Yeah, Randy Orton versus Alexa Bliss.
Randy Orton versus Alexa Bliss. They confirmed that on Monday. Randy challenged Alexa. I think this is like an Alexa's Playground match, maybe, if I recall. Like they're going to do like some sort of cinematic thing where Alexa's going to be possessed by the Fiend or something. I don't know. But Alex, would you take Randy Orton
Say
or
that
Alexa
again.
Bliss?
I want to hear that one more time. Randy Orton taking on who?
Randy Orton has challenged Alexa Bliss to a match at Fastlane.
Chris.
Actually, no. I'm sorry. Bliss challenged Randy Orton to throw him out of his life.
let
which
me
Orton
ask you
accepted.
something. Chris, how do you feel about the fact that it's not going to be Randy Orton versus Charlotte Flair?
I'm actually pretty gutted, to be honest.
No,
Charlotte's not even
Not
on
even
the
on
card.
the card.
I just remembered the Botchamania when they showed the picture. It was basically they did Total Recall.
Oh,
with
yeah.
Randy Orton.
I
just thought of that right now. I'm
okay,
sorry.
all right. I'm sorry. I'm stalling for time. I'm sorry. I'm gonna go with Alexa Bliss because I have a feeling there's gonna be shenanigans to say the least. So I'm actually go with Alexa Bliss.
That should
Yeah,
be stamped
I
right. That
agree.
should be
Either
stamped on
the
the thing right here.
Fiend's going to return, or Randy Orton's going to turn into the Fiend, or Alexa Bliss is going to turn into the
Or
Fiend.
Randy Orton's gonna.
Either way, I think Alexa Bliss is going to win the
Or
match.
Randy Orton's gonna.
I'm not sure there will
Alexa
be a
Bliss.
winner.
Like, wait, what? Just really confuse everybody.
I'm not sure there will be a winner, but if there is a winner, it'll be Alexa Bliss.
Yeah, I agree. I think this is the introduction of the Fiend returning.
You don't think Randy Orton's going to set Alexa Bliss on fire?
No, this is the introduction of the return of the Fiend, and
gotta hope so. I'm kind of
the Fiend's return, which leads to a match at WrestleMania. The Fiend helps Alexa Bliss beat Randy Orton, so this is the reintroduction of the Fiend into this.
All right,
that's my thought. Because why would they do this at all? I mean,
it's gonna be some sort of cinematic thing, which is fine.
But that's the introduction. As Alexa turns into her evil version, and then the Fiend makes a surprise return, and when Orton thinks he has it won, and then bam, we go to WrestleMania.
I just really hope Alexa actually pins Randy Orton.
Many men would like to get pinned by Alexa Bliss. So,
all right.
That's
next match on the card is a match that has absolutely no consequences whatsoever, but it is Drew McIntyre versus Sheamus for some reason.
Not even consequences.
Oh, I get to go first.
Because they don't like each other. They used to be friends. Now they're mad at each other. Now they just want to fight.
Right, for some reason. Anyway, I'm picking Drew McIntyre because, they've already confirmed that he's the number one contender, so he ain't going to lose. James, your turn.
Well, I gotta say Drew also. I mean, much as I love Sheamus, and Sheamus has been one of the best bright spots on Raw for the last few weeks.
He is trying so hard, and
he has given his all. He has given his all, but yeah, Drew.
Alex.
You know what? For the same reasons that you guys are picking Drew, because we're not doing any punishments.
Hey.
Hi, Step Key. And because we're not doing any we're not doing any punishments, I'm gonna be a contrarian. I'm gonna pick Sheamus just because this is potentially a throwaway pick him at this point anyway, so that's fine. So I'm going with Sheamus.
All right. So welcome Step Key.
Hey,
friend of the show.
Next match we'll do is the first of 3 title matches that have been scheduled. And that is the Intercontinental Championship. Big E defending against the Nigerian Prince, Apollo Crews. Yes, he really is a Nigerian prince. Honestly,
I see him as a Nigerian prince now.
Honestly, it's a great gimmick, but it's just hilarious that it just happens to be a Nigerian prince. But anyway, Big E is defending against Apollo Crews, and James, you're up first.
Yes, Skipsy, we are fans of Rey Mysterio here. We are fans of the Rey. But I wish they would do like Ring of Honor. Ring of Honor had their Nigerian prince. Remember him? He had the colony.
Uha Nation?
Yeah, no.
Oh, no, Prince Nana, I think.
Prince Nana. Remember? Yeah. Alex knows what I'm talking about.
It would have been hilarious if you said yes.
But I mean, Uha Nation is who Apollo Crews was on the Indies. He had a similar
he was
vibe.
Right,
that's what we were going with here.
Like if he just said yes to that, I was gonna.
Yeah, that's who he was on the Indies, Uha Nation. But no, I was just thinking of Ring of Honor had Prince Nana, who was also Nigerian prince, and he had the colony. He basically had his own faction. And that's what made me think of that. But yeah, honest with you, much as I love Big E, I think Apollo's getting enough buzz that I could see him winning this, because then you could take it to WrestleMania with Big E versus Apollo at WrestleMania. So I'm going to go against the grain on this one and actually have Apollo win.
All right, Alex?
I like James's thinking, but sometimes I like to do this where the champion retains, but they find a way to extend the feud to the next pay-per-view, especially with WrestleMania coming up. So for almost the same reasoning as James, I'm actually going to stick with Big E to retain.
I mean, the way to extend the feud is to have Apollo Crews win, because Big E has beaten Apollo Crews like a dozen times already.
But remember, WWE booking, sometimes I just like to do that.
I know. I am actually picking Big E because I don't think they give him to Apollo.
No, I mean,
I like
I
Apollo
would
and I
love
like
to
what he's
see
doing,
Apollo
but
introduce a new member. You know,
yeah,
it'd be a great time to get someone new come in to help him.
yeah. Like I imagine Big E is probably doing like the multi-man match at Mania. Like maybe they'll do a ladder match for his title or something. I don't know.
Well, we don't have Money in the Bank anyway, so yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there's gonna be multi-man matches at Mania, so something will happen. All right. That's that match. Next match on the card is the first of 2 World Championship matches. I'm sorry. This is the women's tag team.
Close.
My bad. It's the World Women's Tag Team Championship. That's what I really mean.
Yeah,
Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler are defending the titles against Bianca Belair and Sasha Banks for some reason. Because
they're doing the
no, let me understand why. Let me paint the picture of why I'm saying for some reason. Sasha Banks and Bianca Belair failed to capture the title at Elimination Chamber.
I know.
They then lost clean to Natalya and Tamina last Friday on SmackDown. And Tamina pinned Bianca Belair, clean as a whistle. But for some reason, Bianca Belair and Sasha Banks are getting the title shot, and Reginald is Nia Jax's fuckboy now. So that's exciting. Anyway, Alex.
Reginald went to the big girl now, huh? He couldn't get the skinny girl. He went with some thick meat.
Boy.
All right. I feel you, Reginald. I feel you. Reginald's like, hey, you know, I can't get.
Yeah, Nia Jax bought him a new suit that he wore several months ago on TV.
All right. Hold on.
It's funny. You know what? I'm making fun of it, but I actually like Reginald and Nia Jax.
Big girls need love too. Reginald's like, Reginald got shot down. Big girl's like, I'm gonna give you some. Broke off a piece for him. He was like,
Nia Jax is doing the role of sugar mama.
Pretty much. I mean,
she's rich because she's a champion.
I'm just at a loss for words though. What was the question? Who am I picking?
Who's winning this match? You're up, Alex.
Shoot. I'm half tempted to pick against the grain just because I don't want to actually win this predictions challenge. No, sorry. Frick. Because, like, here's the thing. Okay, because especially because last week we had the whole talk about, well, now we have NXT Women's Tag Champions, you know, and now it's like, it just, oh, gosh. The whole thing just makes the main roster women's tag division seem really, really throwaway more and more. Like, honestly, every passing week it just, and I hate, you know me. I hate having to be negative about stuff like that, but that's just what I'm seeing.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I don't.
Do you want to pick someone?
You know what? Screw it. I'm gonna go with Sasha and Bianca because maybe they'll throw that into their impending women's title match on WrestleMania. I don't know. Screw it. I'm picking them to win.
I actually think that's pretty likely that they might do it.
They always like to do that. We've talked about it so many times.
Because they all like to do that.
And this
time I am gonna, although it's my turn to pick, I am gonna pick Nia and Shayna for some sanity. At least they're trying with the tag titles, and honestly, I kind of like the Nia and Shayna pairing. It's not their fault the division sucks.
Yeah.
No, if that means I get to see more Reginald on my TV, like I'm all for it. So.
Yeah. For some reason, WWE likes to do the, their challengers and their champions also.
Mm-hmm.
And but the problem is they've been doing that so much now, because he just got off that a month ago, 2 months ago, a couple of months ago.
So.
We just got off that. So, and then they're kind of like
sort of with Charlotte and Asuka, but it wasn't
Asuka and Charlotte. They're kind of teasing that again now. They're teasing.
That's the Mania match.
You kind of think no, they wouldn't. You're like no, they wouldn't do it again. But then there's something in the back of your mind goes, yeah, they probably will do it again.
So who you picking?
So I have to go with I gotta go with Nia and Shayla. I just like you said, with some sanity, a logic sanity tells me they will not do that same. I'm fighting the champion, but now we're champions and we're fighting each other at the WrestleMania. They will not do that. Please don't do that, because what it does is also know what that does. Unless they're going to they lose the belts like 2 weeks later or something, or a week later.
I mean, there's 2 nights of WrestleMania. They could defend the belts on night 1 and then have their match on night 2.
Yeah. Hey, I mean, listen. I think it's mighty bold of you to assume that WWE booking involves any sort of sanity. I'm just saying.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Yeah, that's bold of you.
I have to on my head says they might do it. My heart says no. Oh God, I'm gonna go with I like Nia and Shayla. You know what I like really? I'm starting to really like Shayla Baszler. I'm really starting to like her. Maybe not because I found her YouTube channel and I really like the stuff that she has on her YouTube channel. But yeah, Nia and Shayla.
All right. Got one more match left in the card, and that is the Universal Championship match. This match isn't completely settled, because first let's do the match. The match is not completely settled. It is Roman Reigns defending the Universal title against Daniel Bryan. On Friday, Edge and Jey Uso are going to have a match to decide who is the special enforcer. Whoever wins the special enforcer, and the loser is banned from ringside. So a little bit of intrigue coming in Friday night SmackDown's main event. But for Roman Reigns versus Daniel Bryan, it's my choice. See, this is a tough one because I could see Daniel Bryan winning by like disqualification, and then so he would technically be the winner, and that would be the correct answer in our prediction contest, as one way to get him into the match at WrestleMania. I think based on the storytelling, that's the story they're trying to tell us, is that Daniel Bryan is going to be in the main event of WrestleMania against Edge and Roman Reigns. Of course, they could just not do that, and I wouldn't put WWE past them, but I feel like that's the story that's being told on SmackDown right now. With that said, I don't think they get there with some sort of Daniel Bryan win. I think they get there with a Roman Reigns win. Maybe Edge just spears Daniel Bryan or something and gives Roman Reigns the win. I don't know. I'm gonna pick Roman Reigns though. I don't think the route to getting Daniel Bryan in the match is by having Daniel Bryan winning. James.
You know what? Something's telling me. The reason why I just thought hit me, and I had thought hit me that getting Daniel Bryan into the WrestleMania match is a way to have Roman Reigns lose at WrestleMania and not actually take a pin.
Mm-hmm.
And I think they might want to go that route, where they can have like Edge win the title, but Roman Reigns never get pinned, and it's Daniel Bryan that gets pinned. And that's the way Roman says, "You never beat me, you just beat him," and that's one way they can do it. So,
but that would be after Mania.
That would be after Mania, though.
What about Fastlane?
Yeah, so I'm thinking for Fastlane, I'm thinking they're gonna get Daniel Bryan in the match. I think Daniel, like you said, Daniel Bryan wins, but he doesn't pin him. It's through a DQ, and it's probably like you said, Edge spearing Bryan to get Bryan to win, or at least Edge tries to hit Roman and misses Roman and hits Daniel Bryan and causes the DQ, which causes Bryan to win. And Edge was trying to get
not a DQ finish. This is the main event.
Yeah, so
I gotta finish. Yes, Bryan. DQ. That would be awful.
Well,
Alex. No, I don't disagree that that's possible. I wouldn't put anything past WWE.
I wouldn't put it past them. They've done it before.
Let's not forget. They've opted to have Hell in a Cell matches and via no contest. So let's not forget they're not above that kind of thing.
Yeah.
They've done it before. All I'm gonna say, because I don't want to drag it out too long. Who am I to disrespect the head of the table? I gotta go with Roman to win this.
I was gonna say, who are you to question El Dandy?
Who are you to stand in the way of Yeselmania? All right, that's our predictions for WWE Fastlane. If you like them or not, there's comments down below, all that stuff.
And we were saying, and I wanted to say before we ended, I was going to say, who is the person in the NWA decided to book their pay-per-view the same day as Fastlane?
Actually, I have an answer for you on that one, James, because I looked it up earlier. It is actually running. It's actually running prior to the time of the pay-per-view.
Okay.
So it's the same day, but it's earlier in the day. It's like 1:00 Pacific, 4 Eastern.
Like, well, and we've seen that happen with promotions that like run the same day
Yeah,
of
they'll
WWE.
try to do
like,
it
oh
earlier.
well, maybe if the wrestling fan's gonna sit down for this, they'll sit down for us too.
So, anyways.
Yeah. That
Anyway,
now
guys in the comments and
fine.
watching,
That was just-
OccupyProWrestling.com for all of our, our stuff.
Yes.
I just want to get that bookend for.
Yeah. No worries. Yeah. So yeah.
Hit like and subscribe. That would be awesome too.